My grandparents never owned property a day in their life, and of course they died poor. My mother saw that and knew that not owning your own home was the issue. I'm Brad Simmons, and I grew up on welfare and food stamps and with a single mom. But my mom knew that the problem was not having your own home. In 1970, her aunt gave her a down payment for a house, and that changed our family's financial future forever. I'm going to share with you some knowledge I've gained over the last 40 years, and we can have some fun doing it. This video is about my wife's parents and how they really never made very much money at all. Their wealth was in their house, which went to their kids. And that, even on a small scale, is generational wealth. Hey, it's your big buddy Brad today, the channel that's all about real estate as an investment, as a place to live, and we get to go inside people's houses. Pretty cool. You know, I've been doing real estate since 1981. I'm not an agent or a broker or any of that stuff. I just love real estate, and we invest in it, and I like to share what I know about it. The point of this video is to tell you a little bit of a personal story. This is Cindy's dad's place. He bought this brand new for $23,000 and change. I've got the purchase contract right here, $23,000, 54 years ago. He was a blue-collar working guy. He worked for the sheriff's department in communications, and he was a sharpshooter and all this other stuff. He made okay money, but he never made amazing money. So he was not a six-figure guy, right? He was just a blue-collar guy. He worked for the sheriff's department. Had a couple side hustles and everything. He raised 3 girls in this house. All the girls got nice shoes and piano lessons. Everyone had clothes. Everyone had food. And he saved a little money. It's a great love story. They're married happily for 65 years, the whole story. But here's the key. He never made amazing money. Let's just think about this. Dad is 90 years old right now. He's in a memory care facility. And this house that he bought for $23,000 is going on the market. It'll sell for almost $400,000. So even if you don't get a chance to save a ton of money over the years, and even if you didn't invest in anything, I don't know that he ever invested in anything, stocks or any of that kind of stuff, which I never make any money in. If you want to know about the stock market, you do 180 degrees what I tell you to do, and you'll make money, because I've never made any money in the stock market. But I always make money in real estate. Now, I've messed up a couple times, but overall, you get way ahead. Anyway, I digress. Hit the like and subscribe button, ring the bell, and you'll be notified of new videos. Pay $23,000, it'll sell for almost $400,000. This one here, it's a great neighborhood, of course. This is New Jersey, of course. This is in Kentucky. That house in Kentucky is $150,000. This one's under contract, pending at close to $400,000. The houses are great. The neighbors are great. The taxes are high as heck. $8,900 a year for this thing. Ridiculous. They only paid $23,000 for the house, and now the taxes are $8,900. How do you support yourself and sustain yourself on Social Security and a small pension with just one? Hunter, don't even mess around. Hunter's out. He's helping. We are emotionally drained. There's been like 5 days of pulling out 2 dumpsters worth of a whole lifetime of stuff. Don't leave your kids a mess when it's time for you to move your house, because somebody passes or whatever, because it's a pain in the butt, and it's emotionally draining, pulling out stuff out of the attic and throwing piano away and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, is that a hell of an investment? Yeah, and you had to have a place to live. So there's been Christmases and Thanksgivings and riding bicycles on the driveway and all that stuff that you normally do, on top of a great investment. Time in the market is better than timing the market, right? So buy a place, and if you have to be near New York City here in New Jersey, and you have $400,000 you want to spend on this and $8,900 a year in taxes, that's great. Again, this house is $125,000, $150,000, nice and redone, upgraded, and the taxes on that would be about $1,500 a year. Then Kentucky might be a better deal. Are they making more money here? Maybe. They're making maybe $10,000 extra a year, maybe. $15,000 a year extra, maybe. But when you do the math, the ratio is much better for, there's a matrix, and I don't know what it's called, but it's how much you make, a percentage of how much the average house is. If the median income in Kentucky is $38,000 and the houses are $150,000, that's roughly what, 3.5 times. What's the median income here? I don't know, maybe 60, 50. And this house is 400. That's 8 times. Do you want 3.5 times your income, or do you want 8 times your income for house? I mean, it's just math. So I'll show you this place. It's a wreck. So don't give me lip about no wreck and all that other stuff. We know it's a wreck. But we've got a couple great guys who are helping us. I'm going to turn this around. So I know it's a wreck. I know it's a mess. And yes, it's a shame. But when you're 90, you don't upgrade things. You're not putting in marble and granite kitchens and all that stuff. You're just not. This one's full completely to the brim. And this one will be full very shortly. Here, like hundreds of perfect albums. But we put it on Marketplace. No one was interested. We waited a few days, skirting around the best we could. And that's just the way it is. So it had to be thrown out. It's sickening, but I get it. This house is not perfect, but it's going to sell quickly. I mean, it's a crazy market right now. And it's going to sell quickly for probably $375, $380. Little backyard. Cute little deck that Cindy actually built herself probably 25 years ago. So she did it right because it's held up really well. I'll show you the basement. Let me just show you the basement first. So the garage is nice. The basement, of course, is even better. This was completely packed. You would be shocked. It's kind of like the Collier brothers. And if you're 100 years old like I am, you might have heard of your parents or your grandparents talking about the Collier brothers from the 1800s in New York City. If you're not familiar with it, I'll just put a little picture of it here. They were pack rats. And this was rough. He had a lot of hobbies. So he had a lot of junk. A lot of stuff. So we had 2 of the best guys you'll ever meet right here helping us yoink all this stuff out. They are the head yeeters. Yeet! And of course we got a truck full of crap too. So now my house is going to look crazy too. But look, I mean, how can you, somebody painted this. You can't throw this stuff out. Anyway, that's why my barn looks the way it does. Let's go on inside. We're just going through it. Hard to imagine this is $400,000. Kentucky, you can get a lot more for your money, for sure. Original cabinets, $23,000. Think about it. Not bad. And lived in this every year. We replaced the floor. We painted once, maybe.
Okay.
It's amazing the different markets. Pretty scary, actually. The pink bedroom and the piano has to be thrown out. Just sickening. It's sickening.
Well, I knew it was pretty bad.
So, here's all hardwood floor. This is what we call a gut and rehab, or a fixer, or whatever you want to call it. But it's not a scraper, and it's the land that's more valuable. The house, of course, is dated, and this bathroom's so small you got to step outside to change your mind. I'm telling you. Whew. I mean, that's like, what is that? Less than 2 hand widths. That's 8 inches. That's 8 inches. About 16 inches to back into the toilet. But it's a 3-2, highly desirable area. And, these guys, don't drop a nut. This will be on YouTube.
I can't wait to watch it.
We'll have a launch party.
No problem.
I'll show you outside. They put this Anderson door in here 20-some years ago, and it's been flawless. So you have my address, Anderson. If you want me to endorse you, you've got my backing. I love Anderson. We put in some Anderson in our house, and we put some Pella in, and I'm not going to say anything bad about either. They've been really fantastic. It's a nice deck. It's a great deck. I'm guessing, I don't know, maybe 16 or 20 by almost 30, 24, something like that. It's more than 16, but 24. Anyway, half an acre. There you go. All right, let me see if I can get through this. mess without.
Over here. Just put it here. Oh,
And I'll go back outside.
just stick it right there. And you got your jewelry there.
So totally different video for us, isn't it? But it's just interesting. Now the girl next door, she's real young, and she says, well, I might want to buy the house. And I'm thinking, why would a 6-year-old girl want to buy almost $400,000 house? Because it's a reasonable price here. And right next to her mom and dad and all that stuff, there's a lot of value to that. So you always got to think about intrinsic value. You know, it's the train nearby, or is it got a beautiful view? People buy properties for all different purposes, and everybody's got a different dream. Everybody's got a different goal. What I'd like you to do is comment and tell me what you think about this property. Yeah, I mean, we know it's like, yeah, it's a disaster. It needs a lot of work. If you make a mistake in stocks, your mistakes are measured in dollars. If you make a mistake in real estate, your mistakes are measured in time. So what does that all mean? Well, if you overpay or if you over improve, the time will be your friend. The market will go up, and there you go. Again, I'm exhausted, so apologize for no energy, and no dad jokes or anything like that. I'll make it up to you next time, I promise. But I wanted to share Dad's house with you. Thanks so much for watching, and I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Bye. Hey, it's your big buddy Brad today. I can't wait to see your comments below. Like and subscribe, because we've got a number of properties coming on the market that you're going to want to see. Don't forget to go to our website, bluegrassteam.com/blog, for the latest properties we have.